Yeah, good afternoon. First of all, thank you for the opportunity. It's a great place to discuss. So I'll be presenting on multi-dimensional poverty in Odisha, basically comparative analysis. It will be micro level, state level analysis because India is union of states. So every state has to do their poverty reduction and how Odisha is doing it and evaluation of multi-dimensional poverty basically. So I'll quote, a civilization is judged by how it treats its most vulnerable. So a civilization or a state or a country is judged by how it treats its most marginalized people, poorest poor, voiceless, choiceless, because that is the dignity of living. If we treat our people with dignity, then we achieve sustainable development goal. So this is the concept. We know sustainable development. We have to save the nature so that nature sustains itself. We sustain ourselves, and our next coming generation will sustain itself. And the concept came in Brundtland Report 1987. So this is 17 sustainable development goal as we talk, and first one is most prominent as we know, no poverty. So it talks about a poverty-free world, poverty-free India, poverty-free Odisha and all the states. So that is our motto. So three dimensions of sustainable development goal we know: society, environment, economy. We want a socially included society. Then thriving economy for sustaining everything, and as well as environmental protection, because it's the communicate all this set, the center part is sustainable development, because we have to see society, environment and economy at the same time. So this concept we know is based on 5 P's, very important for sustainable development goal. First one is planet, people, obviously people, all of us, then prosperity of people, then nature, planet. So all 3 P leads to, if we have a peaceful society and peaceful world, and most prominent part is partnership. If we work together, then only we can achieve sustainable development goal. So these are the principles of SDG. First one, leave no one behind. In this journey of development, one single person or any living organism should not be left behind. If we leave any living organism or any person, then it is not sustainable development. So focus is on equity, accountability, integrated approach, shared responsibility and universality, because it is a clarion call for all the 193 member nations of United Nations. So this is the journey of SDG. The first report of SDG India Index was prepared by NIFM in 2018. So 18 to 20, 21 report is not published yet. So if you see both Odisha and India, we are failing in kind of no poverty, zero hunger, quality education, gender equality and decent working economic growth. That part we have to take care. So the people part is missing. All the rates you can see, the people part. So access to education, health, nutrition, food is the concern for India and all the states, I can so. So that is our challenge. You have to see this. So coming to SDG 1, that calls end poverty in all its form. Target 1.2 tells ending poverty in all its dimension. While we talk of dimension, we talk of ending poverty in terms of social, educational, health and basic standard of living. Just to quote a figure, recently we have the Oxford Poverty Health Initiative published Global Multidimensional Poverty Index. According to that, 169 million are poor in the country, in the world. India ranks 67 out of 122 countries. 23 crore Indians are multidimensional poor. That is the figure. So it's an extreme. That we have to challenge. And if you see, rural poverty is more than urban poverty as per the report. So this is the journey of poverty in Odisha and India. We have obviously from 1973 NSS reports, we have declined the poverty, and rate of decline in rural areas is more than urban area. Urban area is a concern. As per the latest 11-12 available report, next report is stated to be published in 2023-24. Till then this has to be quoted everywhere. So according to 12 report, 32.59% of Odisha are poverty in that sense, and if you say India, it will be roughly around 22%. So, to overcome this challenge, world has moved from unidimensional poverty to multidimensional poverty, because poverty is not about only money. If you don't have, if you have, generally it is measured in kilocalories, as we know, that the Tendulkar poverty line, but when you have only food that is not meeting your all the needs, poverty has moved from unidimensional concept to multidimensional poverty, be it health, education, standard of living. So, there are 12 indicators. This is the National Multidimensional Poverty Index prepared by NITI Aayog based on National Family Health Survey data round 4. So, 5 we are waiting. It was published in 2021. So, these are the indicators they are taken. If you see clearly the indicators, it tells about health, it tells about education, it tells about basic standard of living. Do you have cooking fuel, sanitation, drinking water, electricity, housing? So, that is the SDG goal. These are the SDG goal it is addressing. So, you can see all the, if you take care of multidimensional poverty, you are addressing kind of all the SDG goals. So, this is the report. So, according to this report, 25.01% Indian multidimensionally poor, and if you say Odisha, it is 29.35. So, cause of concern is this top part. If India wants to reduce its multidimensional poor, Bihar, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Odisha, Nagaland, this part, if they reduce multidimensional poor, ultimately India's multidimensional poor will be less, and you will be lowest one is Kerala, 0.71%. There is a district in India which has zero multidimensional poverty. This is Kottayam district of Kerala. Kottayam district of Kerala has zero multidimensional poverty. So, if Kottayam has achieved, every district of India can achieve. So, that is the challenge. If you say Odisha, similarly the top part, Nabarangpur, Malkangiri, Koraput, Rayagada, the KBK region you have heard, famous KBK region, those are mostly multidimensional poor, and the coastal districts are rich. So, those districts has to reduce their multidimensional poverty in order Odisha to be multidimensionally poor free. Then what is the disaggregated data? We can't judge poverty from macro level point of view. We have to judge poverty from micro level point of view. We want to know where are those people who are multidimensional poor. So, at global level we know that this much multidimensional poverty exists. At India level we know 25%. Then we come step down. One step down, Odisha state level 29.35% of Odisha are poor. So, you go one more step down, that is district level approach. Take Sambalpur, one of the districts of Odisha. Which are the area Sambalpur is lacking? So, if you see nutrition, cooking fuel, sanitation, maternal health and housing. And if you see India figure also, I will say India is lacking in 5 aspects, 5 indicators: nutrition, cooking fuel, sanitation, housing. So, this is broadly the number. So, this is deprivation, it should be close to 0. So, 40% nutrition deficiency, and similarly cooking fuel, only 35% people have access to clean cooking fuel. Similarly, only 34% have access to clean sanitation. So, maternal health, that is a concern. So, we will go, this is the region wise development. You can see I was talking of undivided KBK. This is the area which accounts for most poverty, you can say. Cooking fuel, you see, the some of like Malkangiri, it is 94% deprivation. So, it has to kind of, if you see nutrition, cooking fuel, sanitation and housing, it is contributing more. So, Odisha has to work on this area. If you if we further analysis, you can see in terms of literacy, Odisha and figure and Indian figure, Odisha female, you can see the number is rising, but still it is 64%. That has to catch up. If you want to literate all the people, we have to make it 100%. So, that is the concern. Then see district wise literacy rate. These districts, these districts has to work so that it will be 100% literacy for every district. This is marriage and fertility. There is instance of child marriage and premature birth. So that is causing to maternal mortality rate. And this is the basic access to electricity, drinking water, sanitation, clean cooking fuel. If you can see, India 88% electricity, while Odisha is 97%. Odisha is doing better. In drinking water, India 94%, Odisha 91%, that have to work. Sanitation is a bigger constraint because at India level 48%, Odisha 60%. Similarly, clean cooking fuel, biggest challenge. Clean cooking fuel, only 43% Indians have clean cooking fuel. That is a big, you have to consider more. So nutrition, we know the three concepts: stunting, wasting, underweight. As per the global multidimensional poverty index, 1/3 of the Indian children are malnourished. Highest in the, India has highest malnourished children in the world. So what is causing that? Stunting, wasting, underweight. So height for age, weight for height, weight for age. So they are not getting proper nutritious food. So that is causing to, it is declining, but it has to be 0. According to target 1.2, it has to be, stunting has to be 0%. So we have a number, so that we have to achieve. Then this is the figure, district wise figure, we can see these red things we have to reduce so that we can achieve 0 multidimensional poverty. For that, every state, every district has to ensure institutional delivery. If your institutional delivery will be 100%, your infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate will be 0. So that should be the policy solution. Every state, every district, every gram panchayat should ensure that every delivery is a safe delivery. That is a concern. So this is vaccination. Vaccination we have achieved 92%, but 100% vaccination is desirable as per the WHO standard. Maternal mortality. Maternal mortality as per the WHO, the target is 70 per 1 lakh live birth. So currently India it is 113. So you have to reduce 43 more as per the WHO standard. Which are the states contributing to highest maternal mortality? You can say Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Bihar, Punjab. So these are the districts has high, like Assam 215, target is 70. Those who are achieving 70 is a better condition. So our maternal mortality should be 70. So those states which has higher maternal mortality should reduce their maternal mortality. So what is the solution coming out? First of all, focus should be leave no one behind. You have to, your policy should ensure your population, irrespective of geography, no discrimination, shocks and fragility. We have to take care of our poorest poor during pandemic, like we had in COVID lockdown, all these things. Governance, pro-poor, poor people governance should be the need of the hour, and socio-economic status. So what strategy some of the states are adopting? Like Odisha has adopted SDG based budgeting in 2020-21. Odisha is the first state which has adopted SDG based budgeting. Whatever budgeting happens in Odisha is based on SDG based. So there is target. If we are in 2022, if you want to achieve 2030, you have to break the period. Like every year you have to reduce the poverty, all these things. So every year there is a target. Accordingly you have to spend. If you are nutrition deficient, you have to spend more on nutrition. Cooking fuel you have to spend more. Housing you have to. So focus is on SDG based planning and budgeting and GIS mapping. Yeah, almost end. GIS mapping will enable to know which household is poor, which household is not. Andhra Pradesh has done it, Telangana has done it, Odisha has started, Kerala has done it. So you know which, you have to track the poverty level by household. Door to door survey you have to do, and you have to analyze the progress or status of that household. Is it malnourished or normal? Accordingly you have to design the policy. So localization of SDG is very important because one size doesn't fit all. Because India is a vast country, we have diverse literature, everything. So one top-down approach, any policy coming from top will not be applicable at ground level. Every state has to do its own policy, because we know our people better, if we know our condition better, we can plan better. So policy level should be always bottom up, not top down. When there is top down policy like 5-year plan, it has failed miserably. So it has to be always bottom up. So local people should design, and focus should be on last mile connectivity, the poorest of the poor. Every policy, every scheme of the government should focus on poorest of the poor. The person standing farthest in the line should be the center of all the attraction or center of all the policy. So for that, we need to know disaggregated data. You have to go to gram panchayat level. Which gram panchayat has how many poor households, ward level, block level, then only you can know the figure. If you know only India has 25% multidimensional support, you don't know where these people live. You have to locate them through disaggregated data. Once you have disaggregated data, then you can plan better. And financial inclusion, you have to prepare separate policy for those left behind, and it has to be live monitoring and program through live dashboard, like every day. So if you want to visit, you can visit. Recently, Government of Odisha has launched CM dashboard. In that CM dashboard, each and every policy, what is the progress you can track every day. So what is the number of policy on the Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana or Mamta Yojana, all this you can track CM dashboard. That would be the policy. And most important is whole of government, whole of society approach. SDG or anything is a very complex situation. One person, one government, one state can't achieve. So if you want to achieve sustainable development goal, you have to whole of the government. Whole of the government means 3 tiers government. You have to have policy coordination between central government, state government, and most importantly, local government. Local government. So whole of the government, whole of the society, focus would be on role of civil society, because they work on ground level. So if you focus on ground level, then our reach of the schemes will be better and will perform better and will lead towards a poverty free and multidimensional poor free India and Odisha. Thank you so much.